Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. Uh, we are going to be working into a few dynamic movements and then slowing things down. It's going to be a little bit more of a shorter class just to kind of warm up the body and then holding things a little bit longer towards the end. And if you feel that you usually use blocks or a strap, then I invite you to grab those. And then as soon as you're ready, let's just begin at the back of the mat in a comfortable seated position. So this can be on your knees with the sitting bones on the heels, or you can bring your legs out in front of you, crossing at the ankles. Again, whatever is most comfortable to you. And then close your eyes and just begin to connect with your body. Begin to notice any sensations that you're experiencing, any tensions that you may be feeling. Notice if you're slouching forward or really arching in the lower spine. Can you pull the navel in a little bit towards the spine and then elongate through the crown of the head? Releasing any tensions you may be holding in your shoulders, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. And then softening the muscles between the eyebrows, the muscles of the forehead. Softening the muscles of the jaw, allowing the tongue to hang heavy. Feeling the tongue all the way from the root, from the back of your mouth, allowing it to really fill up the bottom of your mouth. Connect with your breath. Notice if maybe you can work on elongating the inhalation and equalizing the exhalation to the inhalation. Directing the breath into your belly, feeling the ribs expand. And then exhaling slowly and with control through the nose. Inhaling deeply through the nose, elongating the spine, returning back to the shoulders, noticing if you can loosen up the shoulders a little bit. Allowing the belly to expand. Feeling the back of the heart expanding as well with this inhalation. And then begin to exhale through the nose. Slowly and with control, begin to pull the navel in towards the spine, hollowing the entire inside of your body out. One more like this, inhale through the nose. Try to make this the longest inhalation yet. Continuing to expand the ribs, breathing into the diaphragm, allowing the belly to relax, breathing deeply into the belly. Feeling the back of the heart expand, the lungs filling up. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, the back of the head neutral. Once you feel like you can't inhale anymore, like you're completely filled, slowly, slowly, and with control, begin to exhale through the nose, pulling the navel in towards the spine, pulling the ribs in towards one another. Returning back to your normal breath. the next inhalation, gently blink the eyes open, and wherever you are, begin to extend the arms overhead, gazing towards your fingertips. As you exhale, begin to press the chest forward and up as you bend through the elbows, opening the throat, opening the heart, pulling the elbows down towards your ribs. Inhale, extend the arms away from you, rounding through the spine, pulling the shoulder blades forward. And then beginning to open the heart, working with your own breath here. Extending the arms away from you, pulling the shoulders forward, chin in towards the chest. And then bending into the elbows, opening the heart, opening the chest, gazing up. One more round like this. Extend the arms away from you. Really pull the scapulae away from one another, active in the fingertips. Then begin to bend through the elbows, gazing up, opening the throat, opening the heart. Maybe you gaze further back behind you. Extend the arms away from you, forward, chin in towards chest. With the inhalation, bring the arms up and overhead, gaze at your fingertips. Drop the hands out in front of you, and then come onto your knees, bringing the knees underneath your hips, bringing the feet behind the knees. If you feel any tension or sensations that are uncomfortable in your wrists, you can walk the hands a little bit further forward. If you don't feel anything uncomfortable, then bring the hands underneath your shoulders. And then begin to work with your breath as you inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward, opening the throat, pressing the chest forward. As you exhale, begin to round through the spine, bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, gazing forward, opening the heart. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. Really bringing the attention to the space where the heart is located. So as you arch the spine and gaze forward, work on pressing the chest forward. And then as you exhale, really press the hands into the floor so you're separating the shoulder blades away from one another, feeling like you're opening the back of the heart. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale. Inhale, neutral spine, press the left hand into the floor, bring your right arm up and overhead, gaze towards your right fingertips. As you exhale, interlace the right arm beneath the left, begin to drop with control your right ear down towards the floor. Hips remain squared. You can check on this by bringing your left hand to your sacrum and just making sure that you've not shifted over towards the left side. Working on rotating the spine from the center of the spine here, all the way up through the cervical spine, through the neck. You can keep the left hand where it is by your face. You can extend the left arm away from you, press the fingertips into the floor, and work on creating that rotation so you can gaze up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. You can also place your left hand on your sacrum, work towards a twist here, or you can bring your left hand to the inside of your right thigh. And then begin to really open the chest, pulling the shoulder back towards the shoulder blade. Release any tension in the neck. Inhale here. And then exhale with control. Bring the left hand back towards your face. Press into the left palm, extend the right arm overhead, gaze towards your right fingertips. Drop the right hand down onto the floor. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward, opening the heart. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, gazing forward. This time, extend the right leg back behind you. Flex, point, or demi point through the toes. So really active in the leg here. Make sure the hips are squared. Make sure the belly isn't dropping down. So active in the belly, spine is neutral. We're working from the glute, from the leg, to help pull the heel up. Walk the left hand a little bit further forward, keeping it in a tent shape, fingertips pressing firmly into the mat. As you exhale, round through the spine, bring the right knee in towards your nose. Inhale, extend the leg back behind, gaze forward. This time, if you'd like to, extend the left arm, gaze towards your left fingertips. As you exhale, bend into the elbow, bend into the knee, join them beneath your heart. Inhale, extend one more, gaze forward. Exhale, drop the left hand on the floor, round through the spine, bring the right knee to nose. Drop the right knee in line with the left. Pick up the left top of the foot from the floor and rotate it over towards the right. So now the right foot is behind the right knee, but off of the mat. And then extend the left foot, extend the left leg. Bring the left foot parallel with the back of the mat. As you inhale, extend the left arm overhead, gazing towards your left fingertips. So the left foot is really firmly pressing into the floor. The left arm is extended. If you feel any uncomfortable sensation in your right wrist, walk the right hand a little bit further forward. And then pull the tailbone slightly down and gently press the hips a little bit further forward without causing any pain in the lower back. Take an inhalation. Exhale with control, coming all the way up. So the left leg is still parallel. Maybe you have to move it out a little bit. The right hip is in line with the right knee. The right foot disappears behind the right knee. Arms in line with the shoulders, opening the heart. Rotate the left foot, bending into the left knee. So coming into this kind of variation of warrior two, with the left toes pointing towards the back of the mat, still pulling the tailbone slightly down. Right knee is below the right hip for now. We begin to move towards the left knee, making sure the left knee is either in line with the left ankle or a little bit in front. Drop the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Extend the right arm overhead. So creating this lateral stretch on the right side. The right knee is now a little bit towards the side, off to the side, beyond the right hip. So they're no longer completely in line. Take a deep inhalation. Extend that right arm. Exhale, slowly coming back up. Rotate the left foot again so it becomes parallel with the mat. Bring the hands down to the floor in front of you. Drop the hips down towards the right heel. Keep extending that left leg, and then keep pressing the outer part of the left foot into the floor. And then begin to walk your hands forward, dropping the forehead down towards the floor if it's available to you. Keeping that activation in the left leg is important here. So work on activating the quadriceps and then making sure that you're gently pressing the foot away from you, releasing any tension in the shoulders, in the forehead. Another inhalation. Exhale through the nose. Inhale with control, walk the hands back towards you, elevate the hips, walk the hands towards the front of the mat, return back into all 10 toes, all 10 fingers facing forward. This time, elevate the left foot, gaze forward. Exhale, round through the spine, bring the left knee to nose. Inhale, extend the left leg, gaze forward. Flex through the left foot, drop the left toes onto the floor. Bring the right knee to nose. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, gaze into the space between your fingertips. Flex through the right foot with control. Drop the right foot in between your hands. Bring the left knee down onto the floor. Left knee is a little bit behind your hip. Right knee is working its way forward. As you inhale, bring the arms overhead, coming into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Gaze towards your fingertips. Exhale, bend into the elbows, press the chest forward. Inhale, extend the arms out in front of you. Drop the belly on top of the thigh. Bring the fingertips onto the floor. Begin to straighten through the front leg, flexing the front toes towards your face. Press the right heel a little bit further forward. Hips remain squared. As you exhale with control, drop the forehead down towards the knee. Inhale, gaze forward. Shift the weight into the front leg. Press the right big toe into the floor. Bring the left toes onto the floor. Elevate the back knee. With your next inhalation, bring the arms overhead, coming into crescent. Pull the tailbone slightly down. Feel the extension happening in the left psoas here. Keep opening the heart. Keep extending the spine up. High up on the left toes. Left heel is really as high as it can go right now. Inhale. Exhale, begin to straighten through the right leg as you begin to drop the hands down towards the floor. With the exhalation, come into pyramid pose, bringing the knee to the forehead to knee. Inhale, elongate the spine, gaze forward, bend into that right knee. Walk the hands forward, bring the left leg off of the floor. Hands remain on the floor. You can always use blocks here. Hips are squared. Flex through the left foot. Take an inhalation. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Slowly bring the left knee to nose. Inhale, extend, gaze forward. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend, gaze forward. Exhale, last time, bring the knee to nose and then hold here for 3 breaths. Really feel the scapulae expanding. Feel the space expanding between your shoulder blades as you work towards bringing the left knee closer towards your nose, left heel closer towards your left glute. Take another inhalation. Exhale, with control, drop the left foot towards the right. Little by little, bring yourself all the way up to standing, coming into Tadasana. Maybe close the eyes here for a moment. Reconnect with the breath. Notice if you can gain control over your breath again. Elongating the inhalations, elongating the exhalations. With the next inhalation, gently blink the eyes open, bring the arms up and overhead, gazing towards your fingertips. As you exhale, coming all the way down, bringing the hands to the floor, dropping the forehead towards your knees. Inhale, elongate the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, walk the feet towards the back of the mat. Shift the weight forward, drop the knees onto the floor. Bend in the elbows 90 degrees, press yourself back up, coming into a push-up on the knees, and then press the glutes down towards your heels, drop the elbows down onto the floor, belly on top of the thighs. Gaze forward as you start to slide your body forward, bringing the chest and chin onto the floor, pelvis on the floor. Inhale, coming into cobra. Exhale, going into downward facing dog. Bending into one knee at a time, maybe moving the hips from side to side. Inhale, press firmly into the hands, elongate the spine. Exhale, press into the heels. Even if the heels are elevated, work on pressing them towards the floor in the sense that you're activating into the legs and then really working the legs, the muscles of the legs down, pulling the navel in towards the back of the spine. Another inhalation here, feeling the spine get really long. Pull the navel in. Gaze towards your toes or towards your knees or towards your belly button. Relax any tension in your neck. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, gaze forward, come high up onto the toes with control. Drop the knees down onto the floor. Arch the spine, gaze forward, press the heart forward. Exhale, round through the spine, bring the chin to chest. Inhale as you gaze forward. And exhale as you round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, neutral spine, press the right hand into the floor, extend the left arm overhead. As you exhale, interlace the left arm beneath the right, drop the left ear down to the floor. Hips remain in line with your knees. You can tuck the toes here if it's more comfortable for you. Right hand can stay where it is. It can go forward, pressing into the fingertips, helping you create more of a twist by gazing up. Right hand can also go onto your sacrum or to the inside of your left thigh. If you're going to the inside of the left thigh, then work on opening the shoulder, opening the chest. Again, check in, make sure that the hips are not moving over towards the side. Working towards keeping the hips squared. Inhale deeply. And exhale through the nose. Release any tension in the neck. Another inhalation here. As you exhale, slowly with control, bring your fingertips, your right hand down onto the floor next to your face if it's not already there. Extend the left arm overhead, gaze towards your left fingertips. Drop the left hand down onto the floor as you inhale, gaze forward, opening the heart. As you exhale, round through the spine, bring the chin to chest. Inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral spine, extend the left leg back behind you. Float the left leg off of the floor, gaze forward. Exhale, round through the spine, bring the left knee to nose. Inhale, extend, gaze forward, hips are squared, walk the right hand forward this time if you'd like to. As you exhale, round through the spine, bring the knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Maybe this time you bring the right hand away from you, gaze towards your right fingertips, really active here, keeping that belly active, making sure you're lifting the left leg from the left heel, from the left glute. As you exhale, round through the spine, create that connection with the elbow and knee. Drop the right hand down onto the floor, extend the left leg, gaze forward. Exhale, drop the left knee down onto the floor, keeping the foot high. Flip the left foot over towards the left side of the mat. Extend the right foot away from you. Right foot is parallel with the back of the mat now. Extend the right arm overhead. Take a deep inhalation. Pull the tailbone slightly down. Press the hips a little bit further forward. Feel the expansion happening in the hip flexors, in the psoas, in the front side body. Then as you exhale with control, bringing yourself all the way up, arms in line with your shoulders. Rotate your right heel. So now your right toes are facing the back of the mat. Keep pulling that tailbone slightly down, active in the belly. Begin to shift the weight forward. Bring the right hand to the inside of your right foot, extending the left arm overhead. So now the left knee is a little bit behind the left hip. Feel the extension happening in the whole left side body here. Keep corkscrewing the chest open. Maybe you gaze towards the left fingertips. Another inhalation. Exhale with control, bringing yourself back up. Rotate that right foot again, pressing the right heel away from your foot is parallel with the back side of the mat. Bring the hands out in front of you. Drop the sitting bone down onto your left heel. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk the hands forward, dropping the forehead down towards the floor if that's available to you. Stay active in the outside of your right foot. Active in the quadriceps. Take an inhalation here. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, gaze forward. Walk the hands back towards you. Elevate the hips. Walk the hand back towards the front of the mat. Rotate yourself towards the front of the mat. Elevate the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, extend, gaze forward. Exhale, flex the right foot. Drop the left toes onto the floor, and then bring the left knee towards you, towards your nose, rounding through the spine. Stay here for the inhalation as you gaze into the space between your thumbs. Flex through your left foot. With control, drop your left foot in between your hands. Drop the right knee down onto the floor. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bending into the elbows, gazing up. Inhale, extend the arms forward. In line with the ears, press the belly on top of the left thigh. Drop the hands towards the floor. Begin to straighten through the front leg, flexing through the toes, maybe pressing the heel a little bit further forward. Inhale, elongate the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, dropping the forehead down towards the knee. Inhale, coming up, gazing forward, rebending into that front leg, tucking the back toes, bringing the back knee off of the floor. Pull the inner thighs in towards one another as you raise yourself up into crescent lunge, gaze towards your fingertips. Take an inhalation. Exhale, begin to straighten through the left leg. Press the left big toe firmly into the floor. Right heel is super high as you begin to shift your weight forward, dropping the hands onto the floor with the exhalation coming into pyramid pose, bringing the forehead down towards the knee. Inhale, gazing forward, bending into that left knee slightly, walking the hands forward, elevating the back leg. Gaze forward. As you exhale, round through the spine, bring the knee to nose. Inhale, extend, gaze forward. Exhale, round through the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, one more, extend, gaze forward. Exhale, knee to nose. And then stay here for 3 breaths, really creating that compression. Stay active in the right leg. Keep pulling the knee to nose. Press the scapula, press the shoulder blades away from one another, expanding the upper back. Inhale. And then exhale with control, drop the right foot down to meet the left. Little by little, bring yourself all the way up to standing. Hands down by your sides. Maybe closing your eyes. Reconnecting with your breath. Pulling the tailbone slightly down. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the muscles between the eyebrows. Soften the muscles of the jaw and the mouth. With the next inhalation, gently blink the eyes open, extend the arms overhead, gaze towards your fingertips. As you exhale, coming down into your forward fold, bringing the hands towards the floor, dropping the forehead. Inhale, elongate the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, press the hands into the floor as you walk towards the back of the mat. Shift the weight forward, shoulders over the fingertips. Drop the knees onto the floor, shift the weight even further forward. Bend into the elbows. Coming back up, bring the sitting bones down towards the heels, drop the elbows onto the floor. Gaze forward as you slide your body forward, bringing the chest and chin down. Pelvis is the last to come down, pulling yourself up with the inhalation into cobra. Exhale, coming into child's pose, bringing the big toes to touch. Knees can open wide, arms can stay extended. Alternative option is bringing knees together, dropping the forehead on the floor, and then releasing the arms alongside your body. Giving yourself a few moments here. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Bringing the hands underneath your shoulders with control, pressing yourself all the way back up. Shifting the weight towards one side, extend the legs away from you. Bring the feet in. Bring the feet together to touch, opening the knees wide. Elongate the spine, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Bring your hands to your big toes, to your ankles. And then as you exhale, round through the spine, relaxing the head down towards your feet. Keeping the chin slightly in towards your chest. Allow gravity to pull your head down. Maybe you close your eyes. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, slowly bringing yourself back up with your hands, bringing your knees together. And then just slowly lowering yourself down onto the floor, bringing the knees with you. Press the feet towards the top. Bring your hands to the outside of your feet, to your big toes or to your ankles. Coming into happy baby. Inviting as much movement here as you'd like to from side to side. Keeping the chin slightly tucked in towards the chest, pulling the shoulders down towards the floor. Maybe you begin to extend into one leg and then the other. Once you're ready, finding a bit of stillness. And then bringing your knees together, interlacing your arms over the tops of your legs, pulling the knees in towards you. Take a deep inhalation, press the top of the belly into the top, press the belly into the top of the thighs rather. And with your exhalation, let everything go. Clear your system, allow your legs to pull away from the body, release the arms. Release the shoulders, coming into Shavasana. Taking as much time here as you need to, as you can. Knowing that this is your space, this is your time to allow yourself to really just pull away from everything that you feel like is pulling you towards doing, towards accomplishing. Allow yourself to just be, to just sit in this silence. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I will see you next time.